Norway has never made it to the quarterfinals of a World Cup. Brazil has made it in each of the last 8 tournaments, looking to make it 9 in a row here in New Jersey as we get this one underway. Brought to you by PrizePicks. Use my code HMA. Play 5, get 50 instantly. Brazil in the yellow is going left to right. Norway in the red going right to left. One change for each side compared to the last match in the round of 32. Norway coming off that thrilling win against the Ivory Coast, and Brazil that stoppage time winner against Japan after trailing at the half. Oh, let's go, Scott. Let's go on that one. Let's go there. So, it's a 4-4-2 for Brazil. Alisson Becker, the keeper in the backfield. You got Douglas Santos, you got Magalhães, you got Marquinhos and Danilo. In the midfield, Martinelli gets the start instead of Paqueta. Other than that, it's the same thing. Casemiro, Bruno Guimaraes, Hyan, and then up top, Vinny Jr. and Cunha. As for Norway, one change for them. Reazon gets the start over Holmgren Pedersen. Other than that, exact same starting lineup. 4-3-3. Nilan as the keeper in the back. Wolfe, Hagyam, Ayer, Reazon, as I mentioned, Berg, Berge, Erdegaard, Nusa, Surlaw, and of course up top, Haaland. All right, let's do this thing again. Brazil going left to right, Norway right to left. Now France, I'm not sure France did look, I mean, they didn't look their best yesterday, but France, to be fair, Paraguay, the way they play, they very much parked the bus. They very much made it impossible to break down. Now obviously the elephant in the room, Balogun. I did not expect that. I did not expect that. I think it's the right call to overturn it. I did not expect it, though. I truly did not expect Balogun to be able to play. I truly did not expect it. All right, here we go. Norway at midfield here. It's Erdegaard. He'll play it right side in his zone half. Reazon. Back to Reazon in his zone half. to the midfield circle, Erdegaard. Back to Reyes. And Brazil playing a high line. Gotta get rid of this one quickly. They'll win a throw in here off the deflection from Cunha. But already a high line forced by Brazil. So let's see corner kicks. Yep. So throw it on the right side here. Reyes on to take. Pizza party night. Yep, we're doing pizza tonight. After Mexico, England, whenever that game is over. Midfield trying to play a 1-2 looking for Erdegaard. Intercepted by Brazil. Brazil will take it back into their own half. Bruno Guimaraes tries a back pass. It's headed away by Haaland. And back to Norway. Norway in the attacking half now off the poor back pass. Through ball down the right side. Chance here for Norway. The cut back inside! What a start! Berg! Berge! Berg! Berg! But the flag's up! The flag is up! The flag is up! On the initial through ball. And yeah, he was off. He was off by a body length. Yeah, Balogun's free. Yep, over on 2.5. What am I taking? I'm going to take over. The initial through ball was off. The initial through ball was off, and he was a mile off. It's the right call. A great finish by Berg in the top right corner, but it's not going to count. Norway, almost the start of dreams. In fact, like a president to overturn suspension tells you everything about that. Yep, exactly. So we'll go again here. Of course, yep. But that was the right call. That one, he was a full body length offside. Competitive advantage on that one, too. Norway played in their own box. Nilan boots it deep to midfield. Shielded down by Haaland. Haaland gives it off in the midfield circle. Now down the left side. Here go Norway. Back to the midfield circle on the give from Berg. Work it back in their own half. Hagyan. Erdegaard. Midfield circle here in their own half. Left side, Hagyan. Again, Norway going right to left. Brazil left to right. Erdegaard. Cross midfield on the right side. Heavy first touch, but Sørloth able to get it back. A play in his own half on the right side. Peacock Sunday stretch. I mean, they're doing every game, which I think is pretty cool. Yeah, I always think baseball should be free on the 4th. I always think 4th of July weekend it should be free. How's it go, Michael? Taking a lunch break? Yeah, dude, tornado and flood. Yeah, stay safe on that one. Stay safe there. Nilan. He'll put it deep across midfield on the right side. Lot on that one. Header won by Sørloth. Can he keep it in play? He can. Flicks it on. Gets run Douglas Sanz on the right side here in the corner on the right. Yeah, Paraguay. The fact they got no cards in the 90 minutes is insane to me. Erdegaard, I'm glad they're out. They played so dirty and so boring. They didn't go for anything. I mean, they got less than 100 passes. It's awful. Nusa. Left side, Esco Kudra from Broncos country and Balogun free country. Erdegaard. Up top, it goes to Berge. Berge switching the play right side. Who did more damage? I would say Trent Dilfer, but it's close. And win a corner on the right side. First corner of the match. Douglas Sanz deflects that one out of bounds. Douglas Sanz deflects it out of bounds. Thoughts on that? He is an American hero. There's a reason he won the FIFA Peace Prize. There's a reason. What good is a Peace Prize winner if they can't overturn suspensions once every 60 years? Corner on the right. For Norway. Can they work this on the set piece here? From the right flag. Corner into the box. But right at Allison. But I think the referee blew the whistle before and there was some jostling. Yeah, Paraguay deserved at least 5. They deserved a red for that challenge on Mbappe. The fact that FIFA is reviewed, yeah, tells you something, yep. Yeah, both teams are the primary kits. I love it. I love it. The numbers are easy to read on Norway for red versus black when they go to the black kits. Do the corner again on the right side here. Take 2 on the corner kick. First one of the match. Ball whipped into the 6. Header won by Brazil, and they will be cleared. Well, they are touchdowns at least every 30 seconds. Or like you know at least right away whether it's going to get called back or not. Like you can see the flag. It's not like they wait to throw the flag. Like NFL, they don't like wait to throw holding until after he reaches the end zone. Right, exactly, CNJ. Yep, exactly. Norway, the midfield circle now. Berge gives it right side of Berg. Berg down the wing on the right side. Back to the midfield circle here. Erdegaard. Erdegaard on the right side. Yeah, FIFA needs a better, more transparent. Yeah, transparency in FIFA. That's funny. That's a good one. Cucho, transparency in FIFA. It's really just, do you give me money? The transparency is give me money. Brazil wins 5-4. I don't think it's that high scoring. I mean, in a real world, you'd be right on that one, Cujo, but I'd be very, very surprised. And one other thing with the two FIFA's rigged for the US, did you just say before the other match that FIFA's rigged for UEFA? Didn't you say in a previous one that FIFA's rigged for Europe? So how does that work? How is it rigged for the US and Europe if they're playing a European team? Pretty sure the two are on that one. No, I think what they realized, the way, first off, we've seen reds get overturned before. Ronaldo's red got overturned. Ronaldo's red got overturned going into the World Cup. So it's not unprecedented. It's bizarre, but it's not unprecedented. Brazil at midfield on the right side. Danilo. The thing is that did not look like a red until they slowed it down. And VAR should not be used for that. So FIFA was like, look, we messed up on the protocols. That VAR should be used for clear and obvious stuff. Meanwhile, Brazil, right side, Bruno Guimaraes back to the top of the box, trying to cut inside. The shot, block, Martinelli. Blocked at the top of the box, Martinelli gets it back, plays the edge of the box on the right side. Bruno Guimaraes has an overlap on the right if he wants. Bruno Guimaraes going to hold the play at the edge of the box on the right side. Now he goes central, switches to play left side. He usually sports talk, yep. How does that make sense, weather friend? On the left side. It's a good run. Can he keep the ball in? He cannot. Vinny tried to go down the left side. It was a good cut. Just couldn't keep it in play. Norway win a goal kick. Wait, without a score. Oh, it's so frustrating. Something you're going to say. No, it's true. Exactly. But I think FIFA, they realized, look, that should not have gone to VAR in the first place. That was not a clear and obvious foul. Because everything looks like a foul in slow-mo. Should never be used for stuff like that. I'm shocked it happened, but there is a rule about that. I'm gonna say fiction, Rob. I'm gonna say fiction. Wait, the ball chip. Yep, they have a chip in the ball for the Portugal-Croatia match. Midfield circle here, Berge. Berge in the midfield circle. And Norway has never made it to the quarters. Their first ever knockout win was their last match against the Ivory Coast. Brazil has made it 8 straight times. The last time they missed the quarterfinals, 1990. A streak that might never be topped. We'll keep switching my Fox Studio to SEC Network. That is odd. We can always find a red on yellow. Exactly, yep. For red cards, it cannot be on something unintentional or not reckless. Yep. Yep, has to be intentional or reckless. Through ball here for Brazil. Brazil tries to come back. Martinelli switches to play left side. Slide challenge, cleanly won by Ayer. And out for a corner. It should be out for a corner. Cunha adamant that he was taken down before Ayer got the ball. Now it should be a penalty. It might take a look at this one. It was a heavy challenge by Ayer. Did he get to the ball first? Oh, no, he did not. He did not get to the ball first. They might have a shout here. They might have a shout. Ayer did not get the ball. Ayer did not get the ball. How's it going, Jake? Appreciate being here. Over under 10 million. Wouldn't shock me. Ayer did not get the ball. This could be a pen. They're going to check. They're going to check. I think this will be a pen. Ayer did not get the ball. Fact on that one, Michael. Frank or fiction? That's a penalty. Heavy challenge by Ayer. Took Cunha down. He did not get the ball first. Brazil is going to have a pen. If VAR does its job, Brazil's going to have a penalty. You know, FIFA's making billions. This should be a pen for Brazil. There was contact. Slide challenge. Got none of the ball. And the ref will go to VAR. Yeah, this is going to be a pen. Marcelo Orioles, I'm going to say stand pat. That looks like a pen. Ayer did not get the ball. Cunha was going for the ball. Cunha touched it first. Ayer clipped the legs. Slide challenge was late. Should be an easy call. It's a quick review from the ref. It's a very quick review. This should be a penalty. And it will be. Right, they actually did it sports talk. Yeah, exactly. It would not be Morocco. USA's never been biased toward the US. This is the first time ever. That's Barcelos. I think they buy. They need bullpen. They can make a run. They get bullpen help. They can make a run. So Brazil will win a penalty. It was a great play by Marinelli to switch it down the left side. Getting the start today. Cunha taken down by Ayer. Who will take the pen for Brazil? Should have gotten a yellow? Should have, yeah. Should have gotten a yellow for that. I agree with you there. Late slide challenge, should have gotten a yellow. Vinny's holding the ball. He's been sensational this World Cup. 4 goals. It's been so lively. Right, no, Italy didn't even qualify. Yeah, you think they would have... They'd rather have Italy versus Bosnia. You always need some guys like that, yep. So PK here. Nilan's going to have to stop this. It will be Bruno Guimaraes to stand over this and take it. Vinny held the ball. We'll give it to Bruno. Bruno's going to take. Bruno stutter step. Bruno saved! Bottom right corner, saved by Nilan. We remain scoreless. What a save by Nilan. Bruno went bottom right corner. Keeper guessed the right way. No, exactly, Sports Talk, yep. Brazil take it back to midfield. Guessed the right way. A through ball into the box. Flicked on by Brazil. Trying to get there. Nilan gets it first. Flicked on by Cunha. Brazil has an injury. Norway hip. So no harm done off the penalty. Norway get it back. I'll take it down the right side. What a start to this match. And a goal call back for offside. Penalty kick save. What a start here. In New Jersey. Nilan. Norway going right to left. Brazil left to right. Booted deep. Nilan boots it. Trying to feed it to Haaland. Too much on that one. Brazil wins the header. Back to Norway, though, in the attacking third. Chested down by Nusa. Nusa, a bit of a heavy first touch. And it's intercepted there by Hyan. Cleared out of play. Norway throw on the left side. There's an Australian on some keepers. So that was the right call. Ryan's got more experience in pens. The dumb decision was having Harrington take. It should be fluid motion. Well, you can't stop. You have to keep going at all times. It was not a bad penalty. It was not bad. It was going bottom right corner. I mean, not a ton of power on that one, but the placement was fine. Nilan just made a very good save. Cards for a homer, man. Back to Allison Becker here. You know, the AL is a dumpster fire, so even though they're 42 and 4 now, they're still going to be fighting for it. On the left side here, Brazil, Magalhães. Cross field on the left side, shoved from behind by Reazon, and that will be a free kick for Brazil at midfield on the left side. They screw up the race logo. Oh, geez, how bad does it look? Thoughts on being suspended? I have no problem with it. I never thought it should have been a red in the first place. I just think the protocol is a little bit odd, but I get it, though. Hyan, shot, corner kick. It's blocked and out for a corner on the right side for Brazil. Their first of the match, second of the match in total. Because it looked like a foul in slow-mo, but it wasn't clear and obvious. VAR should only be used for clear and obvious. So the protocol was off. That's the justification they used to overturn it. So corner on the right for Brazil. The shot by Hyan. Got blocked and went wide. Oh no, wow, that took a weird deflection. That did not get blocked wide. Gonna be a goal kick. My apologies there. My apologies there. That looked like it took a deflection. That was just a really bad shot. Erdegaard works it back to Nilan. One touch pass to Hagyam. Hagyam and Norway going right to left. Brazil left to right. Norway in the reds. Brazil in the yellows. Midfield Berge. He'll go back to his center back here. Hagyam. Berge. Erdegaard. Midfield on the left side. He'll go back to his center back. Or it's going to be who goes on an 8-2 stretch. Whoever goes 8-2 in a 10-game stretch. Berge. Left side, Hagyam. Hagyam, midfield, Nusa on the left side into the attacking third. Nusa looks for a run, trying to get around his man. He'll play in a centralized position in the attacking third. Berge, he'll switch to play right side. Yeah, Fog and Wrigley. So the Cardinals couldn't challenge because the Fog was blocking everything. That's crazy. No space there. They'll reset back in the midfield circle. Erdegaard. Erdegaard looks for space. Erdegaard takes into the attacking third, but it's a poor ball down the right side. Intercepted by Brazil. They go on a counterattack. They got numbers here. Martinelli. He'll play through ball down the left side. Finds Vinny. Vinny trying to get around Ayer. Cross it to the box. Headed away. Now Nor look to go on the counterattack. Down the left side is Nusa. Nusa across midfield. Jordan Walker's really good this year. Right, VAR overstep. Yep, that's what FIFA's arguing. That's what the USA was arguing. And I agree. On the right side here, Norway in the attacking third, trying to cut inside, intercepted. Good dispossession there on that cut into the box. Brazil getting at midfield now. It's Cunha. The midfield circle looking to switch to play the right side. He will. High on. Fogball, too well known. And they already did an NFL Films thing on it. They already did an NFL Films, like an hour-long doc on that. It's too well known. Your Red Sox tickets go for $6? Jeez. Never thought I'd say that I had Red Sox tickets at Film go for $6. Brazil, midfield circle here. They'll go down the right side. High on. Back up top. Danilo. 1-2. They'll switch to play Cunha. Switching to play left side, edge of the box. Through ball down the left, too much on it. Cunha won it. More down the left side. Said it was too centralized, and Nilan comes off his line and gets there. Yeah, Brazil looks better early. Yep, they do. So Norway, work out the back here. It's Nilan in his own box here. Norway. Nilan. Boots it down midfield to Wolfa. Wolfa. Good ball there to Nusa. Nusa corrals it at midfield. He'll play it back to Berge. Nusa. Midfield line on the left side. Berge. We're going to switch to play to the right, and he will. Berge switches to play to the right. Goes for Reyazon. And he gets the start today. Reyazon getting the start. His third start of this World Cup. He gets the start for Holmgren Pedersen. Erdegaard. NFL Films on me too. I loved NFL Films CNJ. Their stuff's top notch. I wish NFL Network would show more of that. Yeah, Ronaldo announced his last World Cup for him. I saw that. I'm not surprised. I mean, he'll be 46 for the next one, so no real surprises there. Berge. Ayer on the right side. Norway looking to work it out the back. They'll go back to Nilan. Nilan has it here in his own box. And Norway right to left, Brazil left to right. Nilan. Play it left side for Hagyam. Hagyam back to Nilan. Brazil applying a bit of pressure now, but Nilan will boot it deep to the midfield circle. On the right side, good first touch, keeps that in play. I'm going to spread Brazil out here at midfield on the right side. Ball down the right. Reyazon. Reyazon on the right side, across midfield. Erdegaard. Erdegaard back to Reyazon on the right side. Slow, methodical build-up, trying to get established possession. Berge. Midfield circle is back right side. Reyazon. We'll get it here on the right from Erdegaard. Erdegaard now. Back to Reyazon, edge of the box on the right side. Looks for a run, it's not there. He'll play it to Berge. Berge, right side it goes. Back to Berge. The retreat with Reyazon at midfield. They'll go back in their own half. Hagyam. Long sequence of possession here for Norway, but not a lot of touches in the attacking third. He's trying to break Brazil down with that high line. And Berge goes back to his keeper here, Nilan. Just keeping it away from Brazil here. Oh, I haven't seen Toy Story 5 yet, jokes, but I heard it's really good. Yeah, follow that MLB game. It's very rare, but that was crazy. The fact they couldn't challenge was nuts. Berge gives off right side at midfield. Reyazon. Back to Berge in his own half. Erdegaard. Erdegaard at the midfield circle. look to switch the play to the left side. It's been predominantly on the right side. Now he will switch it left side in his own half to Hagyam. Hagyam takes it across midfield on the left side. Hagyam goes on a good 20-yard run, finds Wolfa. Wolfa, he'll play to Noosa. Noosa, free kick one as Wolfa gets taken down. Long possession here. Okay, Thursday a Big Brother starts. Yep, I got to figure out the, obviously I got to know who's on the season. Looks like it's going to be returning players. Over more than 9.5, I'm going to say under on that one. You see our 7 last World Cup, I'm not surprised. He's going to be 46 for the next one. It's the one that really makes a question that. Ooh. The NFL allows the old ones to remain on YouTube. Yeah, because they claim all the money from it. The old NFL films one, they just copyright claim them. So it's like free publicity for them. They get all the money from that. Erdegaard to take this free kick on the left side. They can whip one into the box. They'll go short instead. Erdegaard, 1-2 back to Erdegaard. Erdegaard plays the left side for Noosa. Noosa looks for a run down the left side. He'll cut inside. Noosa. It's a great run by Noosa. Takes on 3 Brazilians, including Martinelli. Now feeds it to Reazon. Reazon switches its way back to the edge of the box left side. Berg. Noosa. Noosa tries to play a 1-2. It's intercepted. Now Brazil will go on the counterattack. Intercepted there by Cunha. Cunha, he'll go on a run down the right side. Cunha pushed off the ball. No call. Challenge there by Wolfa. No call. Yeah, thank God on that one, Keaton. Thank God on that. Never should have been around in the first place. They overstepped with VAR. They overstepped. Now Norway in their own half here. Berge. He'll play it left side. Noosa. Crossfit field on the left. He'll go back in his own half. For Hagyam. Berge. Berge in his own half, switching the play right side. Ayer. CrossFit field on the right side. Reazon. Reazon to Erdegaard. Erdegaard on the right side. He'll play it central to Berg by the midfield circle. Back to Erdegaard on the right side at midfield. The hydration break coming up in just a little bit. Next stoppage will bring hydration break. Hagyam. It's a long possession here for Norway. Hagyam goes left side for Noosa. Noosa in the attacking third. He'll go back to midfield. You know, that's crazy to setting paper. You know, SEC, the SEC bias is real. Berge takes it back into his own third. He'll go back to Nilan. Thought this match would be a little more open at the start, especially how the first 10 minutes were, but since they're just Norway holding the ball, not really doing much with it. They'll boot it deep down the right side. That's a poor first touch on the right side by Ayer. Brazil want to throw. They'll take it quickly, but referee won't allow because we got to go to the hydration break. Yeah, hydration break is why it's always about 5 minutes. Wait, they're not going to go hydration break. Wow. I'm surprised by that. They'll let him play. They're going to let him play here. Brazil took a quick throw, and I'm surprised they let him play. Brazil midfield circle. Marquinhos. Of his few touches, say Danilo. He'll play right side of the attacking third for Hyon. Hyon looks for a run. It's a good 1-2. And taken off the ball, though, was Bruno Gamarge. Taken off by Noosa. Noosa looks to go. He's dispossessed. Norway clears it back to the midfield circle. It goes out of play. Brazil will win a throw, and that will finally take us to the hydration break. 26 minutes in. So we go to the hydration break. Nothing the score. Norway a goal that got overturned. Brazil a PK that was saved. You have to wonder why Vinny was the other one taking it. The Twins about to win their first series at Yankees since 2014. That is crazy to think about because they play every year. That is crazy. And this one brought to you by PrizePicks. Use my code HMA. Play 5 Get 15 instantly. Make sure to rate today's game on the Rate Game app as well. Completely free to use. Just rate the games that you watch. Just trying to get the PrizePicks board to load. It's not loading right now. but Red Sox, Tigers, Twins opening the Yankees the last 10 days. Yeah, the Yankees are in trouble. The Yankees have not looked good as of late. The AL is just the Rays and everyone else. The Rays are in a tier of their own. All right. Here we go. Okay. It finally loads. Okay. Finally loads. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go flex play on this for tonight. Let's go flex play for tonight on this. Raul to allow less than 1 goal in the first half against England. Their defense has been great. You have to remember, Mexico has not allowed a goal so far. Less than 1 goal allowed in the first half. Raul Jimenez, at least 1 shot in the first half. And actually, let's not go Raul. We'll go Quiñones on that. We'll go Quiñones to have at least 1 shot in the first half. And then Harry Kane, 1.5 shots less than that in the first half. Just because Mexico's defense, I trust them a lot. So Harry Kane, less than 1.5 shots in the first half. Quiñones, more than half a shot in the first half. And Raul does not allow a goal in the first half. 20 to win 55, you go flex play. Power plays 20 for 95, you want to play all 3. Use the code HMA, available in most states. So we're going to get the second half start, or hydration break, I should say. Get that underway in just a little bit. Yeah, the Rays, I don't think they're trained for scoop ball. I don't think they have money to do it. Yeah, that'd be good, Jackson. That'd be good. You're on the hydration break here. Appreciate all you guys for tuning in on this one. And again, make sure to go to Rate Game afterwards. Rate today's game. So far, not much in this one, but got plenty of time. 29th minute here, no score. Brazil going left to right. Norway right to left. Brazil throwing at midfield. It will be Danilo to take. We are less than 50 subs away, but I'm 76.4. If you haven't hit that like button, subscribe. Help us out. Really does help us a ton on the channel. Brazil switches to play off the throw to the left side. Played in their own half here. We figure there will be a lot of stoppage time due to the VAR check and the penalty. Brazil midfield on the right. Marquinhos. Midfield circle it goes. Looking for a run down the right side. It's a good ball. High on gets it. Edge of the box on the right side. Good first touch. High on back to the top of the box. Chance to get across into Danilo. Cross to the far post. A bit much on it, but it will be gotten by Vinny on the left side. He'll look for a run around Reyes on Vinny. Cuts back on Reyes, and he'll play a through ball. That's a great ball. Chance for a cross in! That's deflected wide. High gets it back, though. One-time shot, he fluffed it. High got it back, played it to the right side of the box. One-time shot, completely fluffed it. But one run by Bruno. Or Vinny, I should say, down the left side. The Nusa goes down. I think he was on. I think Wolf held him on that run. That cross in, the kick saved by Nilan. Martinelli, a great job on the overlap. Got a good cross in, and Nilan with a phenomenal save. Whereas Bruno Guimaraes was right there poaching for an easy tap-in. Norway. Hagyam. Go back to Nilan. Nilan boots it deep. Cross midfield. Looking for Haaland. Haaland on the turn. Beckers to come off his line. Just clear that one away. Haaland out-muscle Marquinhos on that one. And almost was in on goal. Becker, good job coming off his line. Throwing for Norway in the attacking third. Watching this in Mets Braves on multi-view. Nice. Thrown here for Norway on the right side. They'll play it back to midfield. Norway going right to left. Brazil left to right. Hagyam. Left side, Wolfa. Wolfa. And midfield looks for a run down the right side. He'll try to play a run down the right. It's intercepted. Not wide on that one. Not wide enough. Now Brazil going the counterattack. It's a poor through ball, though. Looking for high on down the right side. It's a poor through ball. Norway get it back in the attacking third. Erdegaard switches to play right side. Back to Erdegaard. Erdegaard on the right side. He'll cut back. Goes right side, edge of the box. Heavy first touch, gets it back to Erdegaard. Erdegaard up top, Berge. Berge switching it left side, Nusa. Nusa, edge of the box, looks for a run, 1-on-1, Nusa. Cuts back inside, taking off the ball nicely by Bruno Guimaraes. Great challenge there by Bruno. And Brazil, a good 1-2, working out the back. Now let's start a counterattack on the right side. So 1-2 again down the right side. Has the pace to get around Nusa on the right side, Danilo. Danilo now holds the play, will go to Vinny. Vinny on the right side. Vinny will make a run to the box. Heavy run. Can he get around Hagem? He cannot. Hagem just stuck the leg out. Forced Vinny to retreat wide. Will be a goal kick for Norway. Some great goal called John Deere. I have not seen that yet. I've not seen, but I've heard. I've seen the leaderboard. Yeah, I saw that, Dylan. Yeah, with Balogun. Yeah, about time. About time on that one. It's the right move. It's absolutely the right move. VAR should only be used to overturn clear and obvious errors. And that's one of those that was not, like, that was obvious in slow-mo, but not in real time. Elon boots it deep. Again, Alice has to come off his line with Haaland chasing, getting him behind. If you're one of these through balls to Haaland, will get through. Hasn't done much today, but if you're one of them, will get through. Brazil, right side at midfield. Danilo. Martinelli. Martinelli into the midfield circle. Switch the play left side. Trying to keep the header in play on the left on that ball. It's intercepted by Sørloth. Sørloth gets it for Norway at midfield. Sørloth, the midfield circle, feeds it to Haaland. Haaland on the turn. It's a good turn trying to play Nusa, but a great challenge after the fact by Douglas Sanz. Now Brazil having a midfield on the left side. Oh yeah, I think that's true, MMA. I definitely think there's a case to be made for that. Yeah, I think in the end justice prevailed, but would have been overturned if it was not USA. I'm not sure. Bruno Guimaraes plays at top of the box. High on right side. The shot to Vinny, blocked. Vinny gets it back, tries to play edge of the box to High on. It's not a great ball. And Norway intercepts to the Buddha midfield. Brazil midfield here in the attacking third now. Danilo. Casemiro. Goes right side, down the wing. High on. Edge of the box to the right. Will feed it top of the box for Danilo. Danilo back to High on the right side. Yeah, somebody put a statement about it. Yeah, I'm not surprised they put a statement. They complain all they want. It's not going to get overturned at this point. High on. Danilo. Oh, it's a poor ball. Danilo was trying to go top of the box for Cunha. Was well behind him. Intercepted by Sørloth. Yeah, I actually like what PJ's doing, Rob. I like it a lot. Up top here in the box, Nusa. Cuts back inside. Nusa with space. Through ball. Intercepted. Gets it back, though. Chance here for Erdegaard. Space closes on the right side, so he can't get the shot up. But Erdegaard, he'll fire on the turn into the side netting on the right side. Goal kick. Nusa's been lively today. Create the space for the top of the box. And Erdegaard, a good chance there, just wide. Off the turn, off balance, trying to get around Martinelli. Yeah, we'll see, Keating. The Braves have not looked great, but again, the Mets have sucked, so. Now, that is true. They actually, the White House did make the call. The White House did actually make the call. That is actually true. Bruno Guimaraes off the goal kick. Tries to play to midfield. Nusa gets in front of that one. Nusa with his pace intercepts that pass on Cunha. And we're going to back in the attack and throw on the right side. Sørloth. Reazon on the right. He'll go for Berge. Berge plays it down the right. Erdegaard. Back to Reazon. They'll play a 1-2. They have to retreat back to the midfield circle here. So Reazon goes back to Hagem. Hagem at midfield. Play it left side here, Wolfa. Nusa. Cross to the box. Looking for Haaland, and he flicks it on top right corner, but saved by Allison. He got him behind on Magalhaes. So a good flick on there by Haaland. But Becker reads it all the way. Yeah, Brazil, Mexico will be an amazing quarterfinal, yeah. As long as Brazil makes it, Fox can't lose, no matter what happens. I mean, they want Mexico, but they can't lose. And Brazil. Back in the midfield circle. On the right side, it's Bruno Guimaraes. Switches to play right side. Cunha, back to midfield for Danilo on the right. Bruno. Centralized position, through ball, headed away by Wolfa. Norway look to clear with Berge. No foul in the overhead kick. Now they will get a foul. They pull the play back. Free kick Norway. How's it going, RFK? Appreciate you being here. Appreciate you being here, man, as always. Norway off the free kick. They're going to go short. Final. Okay, at least it's contained. At least part of it's contained a little bit. At least it's not 0% anymore. I don't think it's a hot take MMA. I don't think it's a hot take with the way we're playing. I don't think it's a hot take at all. Norway on the right side. Trying to get across to the box. It's blocked. Norway trying to get it back. They will. Reyazon gets it back on the right side after the cross blocked Surlot. Blocked by Douglas Santos. Retreat back to midfield here. So 1-2 with Berge. Erdegaard. He'll go central for Berge at the midfield circle. Back on the left side for Wolfa. Wolfa plays it to Nusa on the left. Nusa, the attacking third, it's a heavy first touch. Taking off the ball there. Brazil wins the header. High on. Gets it back. Brazil try to clear their lines. Can't do it. Now they will be able to. Bruno, the right side of midfield. Bruno gives it off to Cunha. Cunha switches to play in his own half left side. You know, most people launch fireworks. Yeah, that does not surprise me, unfortunately. PGA going Wednesday, Saturday to avoid going head-to-head with the NFL. I mean, they sort of moved up the, they sort of moved up the FedEx Cup so it doesn't interfere with NFL, so I can't see it. Because they already did that. They already moved to avoid NFL, moving the FedEx Cup up to be finished before Labor Day. On the right side here, High on. High on, up top of the box. Casemiro has space for a shot. It's blocked. Took a bit too long on that one. Gets blocked. Brazil gets it back right side. Danilo. Casemiro will go back to midfield on the left side. I'm with you, Taco. Marquinhos. Switching the play left side. Edge of the box. Reyazon tries to chase down Vinny, and he'll win that. Reyazon beating Vinny to the ball. And Erdegaard on the turn. It's a poor turn. Martinelli, Vinny. Vinny cuts in. Vinny shot, save, corner. Fourth, it was low key. I need a night off from all this. I need a night off. So we're just pretty low key. Just watch the Macy's fireworks and D-backs game on my TV. Poor turn by Erdegaard. And Martinelli intercepts, finds Vinny a great cut, and the save on the near post. Corner kick. Second of the match. They'll go short. Vinny on the left side. Vinny trying to go top of the box. Nusa intercepts. Brazil get it back in midfield, though. This is just bubble golfers trying to keep their card. Yeah, I don't think they're going to move it for ratings. I don't think they're going to do it. Plus, it'd be tough. Yeah, NBC, Peacock, it's all free, though. It's all free on Peacock today. I promise that if you move it Wednesday to Saturday, who's going to televise on Saturday? Because all the other networks are doing college football. Like, all 4 networks are doing college football. Sunday, you only have 2 of the 4 doing college football. Or doing NFL, so. I can't see it moving Wednesday to Saturday. The storm damage? Glad I took a break. Man, yeah, at least you're safe out there. Favorite to win women's Wimbledon? I'm not sure. I mean, Massakees played on Center Court the other day. I would assume it's Osaka. I might go Keys. on that one. He gave us a good price for a 250. Yep. Allison will play it short in his own box. Magalhaes gives off left side. Midfield, Bruno Guimaraes. Trying to get across the field, Martinelli. Martinelli on the turn. Intercepted there. Goes for Wolfa. Wolfa, Nusa, the midfield circle. Nusa Tries to throw it on the right side. Plays Haaland. Haaland, top of the box. Haaland looks for space. He'll play it down the left side. Erdegaard. Erdegaard shot. Blocked. Corner kick. Corner on the left. It only looks like off shot anyways. Yep. Ramfel's always going to be number one. Yeah, it will never change. The shot there by Erdegaard blocked by Danilo out of play. The third corner of the match. .43rd minute here. Can they find the head of Haaland here? Second corner for Norway today. Now, there's no excuse if we lose. Berg, corner, near post, sent it away by Brazil. Nusa will get it back, though. He'll feed it to Reyazon. Reyazon, top of the box. 1-2 back to Reyazon. And off balance, just clears it. It goes right back to Allison. He'll roll it to Danilo. Danilo goes down the right side. That's a good start for the Fish. Danilo at midfield on the right. Yeah, should have gone 22, but yeah, FIFA had to step in. And you know there was corruption because Qatar got more votes the first time than the second time. Nothing changed. Like, how did Qatar get more votes on the first ballot than the second ballot? How does that make sense? Shouldn't you only get more votes as time goes on? If nothing changes. Norway down the right side. It's Sørloth. Sørloth on the right. Yeah, I remember I was sick. I remember that. It was 2010, December 2010. I was sick. 8th grade. I was like so sick I couldn't like sing at the fall concert or the winter concert at my school. But I was like off for school for like a week with sickness, and I remember watching the announcement live while I was like coughing up a storm. Like, we knew it was corrupt. We knew it. Oh yeah, soccer's past hockey, yeah. Not MLS, but soccer is past hockey, 100%. The USA can win, absolutely. They move quarterfinals to primetime. Once it gets quarterfinals, everything appeases Europe. So once it gets to the quarterfinals, everything will be for a European audience. Oh, the Mets are winning? Jeez. Berge. The live graphic can't be removed. It blocks the away team's score. Oh, that's insane. Did no one think that through? Yeah, it shouldn't be another Winter World Cup. I hope not. You have to remember, too, with the expanded World Cup, if they go 64 teams by that point, even 48, how are you going to fit a World Cup in 4 weeks or 3 weeks? You're going to fit a World Cup in 3.5 weeks like you did with Qatar. You can't do it under this format. It's impossible. So the leagues would never allow it. It'd be a 2-month break. The leagues would never allow it. Stop and try. There should be about 7 minutes or 6 minutes, I would say, with VAR. It will be 6 minutes. Norway edge of the box, right side. Berge. Less than 50K. Oh, he's going to get there tonight. He's getting there tonight. Cross in, blocked. Sørloth's cross blocked. Out for a throw for Norway. And the winner of this match takes on the winner of the Mexico-England match later tonight. Throwing on the right for Norway. Throw it headway by Cunha. Back into the box right side. Try to get a cross in here. That cross blocked behind for a corner. Reyazon wins the corner. It's blocked by Marinelli. I think if you ask people to watch or ask people in the USA to name 5 soccer players, they're way more likely to do that than name 5 hockey players. Current. That'd be insane. Can you imagine if I did that? Can you imagine? I was like, that'd be terrible if I did that. That'd be god-awful. Corner on the right. Third corner for Norway today. You want them Saturday at 9? Yeah, I don't understand that. Corner in. The header won by Brazil. Goes top of the box. One back by Brazil. They'll try to start a counterattack. Through ball to midfield. No one there. And Norway get it. Wolfa back to his keeper. You know the Jags get press pass for post-press conference? I could. Theoretically, I could try. Theoretically, I could try to do it. I'm not sure I want to do it. But theoretically, I could. Good try for Cardinals for preseason, depending on schedule and everything. Berge, right side, Erdegaard. Rayozon back to Erdegaard on the right side. Soccer views 2 years compared to hockey. Means Premier League gets more views than NHL. We're not talking MLS, not MLS. We're talking Premier League. Just soccer in general. All right, work on the back here. Go back to Nilan. Nilan in his own box. He'll boot it deep across midfield. Going to find Haaland. Haaland. Support for such. Haaland wins it. Plays at top of the box. Taking the shot. Saved. Haaland played it off beautifully. And the shot by Erdegaard going bottom right corner. Allison with the save. So great job there by Haaland. They're playing that long ball Nilan to Haaland. He's won a few of those. And what a save by Allison. Go get 5, get 50 instantly. I'm not sure, RFK. The average American could not name Austin Matthews. The average American could not name Austin Matthews. I know exactly, Billy, yeah. But like the average American can name Mbappe, can name Messi, can name Ronaldo. On the right side, Danilo. The NBC's trying to get the World Cup in 2030. I would love that. I would love that. Well, the Fox is not doing a terrible job with this one, but I would really like that. Vinny down the left side. It's definitely the best. Better than 2018 and better than 22. Especially better than 2018. Up top here, Bruno. Bruno from the top of the box. The header. Away. Stays with Brazil on the block. Danilo, right side edge of the box. He'll go up top with a cross in. It's a good idea. It was onside, but Martinelli couldn't get ahead on it. But I never said MLS or USA Soccer. I said soccer in general. Yeah, Phoenix Summers most golf course. Yeah. What is Scottsdale? I'm gonna say. Or they can name Neymar. Yeah. Right. Exactly. Yep. Exactly. Most people are gonna be 7:30 to watch Tom take on West Bromwich Albion. We're at 10 o'clock. ML Plus X and Red Zone. Yeah, I'm not crazy about that. I'm not crazy about that. Especially now that Red Zone's kind of gone down in value because there's not as many games on Sunday. So theoretically, like Red Zone instead of 6 hours, 7 hours, you really only need it for 3 hours. So 4 o'clock slate's so thin at this point because they move all the games internationally. Berge, midfield on the right side. Erdegaard back to Berge. 1 minute left of added time. Right, MLS has 2 problems. The big problem with MLS is that Americans like the best. Americans like the best. NFL is the best football league. MLB is the best baseball league. NBA, NHL, the best basketball, hockey leagues. Ball into the box. Becker gets there. Too much on that one. MLS, it's hard to convince people to watch MLS when it's like the 10th best league. It's not number 1, especially if they're watching Premier League in the morning. It's like, okay, do I want soccer all day? On the left side here, Vinny. Vinny tries to cut around on Rayozon. Vinny, heavy run, taken down. Wants a call, not going to get it. Challenged by Wolfa, not going to get the call. That should take us to halftime. I might be watching Messi Miami, yep. We are losing too many Sunday games, yep. They got to expand. The NFL has to expand at some point because we're losing inventory. Fact on that one, Summer. That's the problem. But soccer's more accessible. Yeah, you just need a ball. 2 sticks and a ball. That's all you need. Oh, that's awesome, Billy. That's the way to grow the game. Like, the NFL needs to expand because they're losing inventory. When you have all these standalone games, you're losing inventory. All right, we're going to go to a halftime break, and I'm going to pause. I'm going to All right, so anytime I plug something in for whatever reason, the microphone goes out. Long story short, my mouse is dead. So I have to charge the mouse. So I charge the mouse, and when I do that, for whatever reason, OBS is like, yeah, you don't need the microphone anymore. It's only when I plug something in that it happens. But, so I'm going to take a halftime break while I let my mouse charge. And we'll go from there. Appreciate all you guys' time for being here for this one. I'll make sure the mouse... Okay. So I'll put a poll up. Who advances? I'll let the mouse charge for the next 12 minutes. Take a halftime break, save the voice, because I don't know how long England-Mexico is going to be on. You best like Scotch Really? Yep, with one champion. I don't know how long the England-Mexico game is going to go on, because obviously the thunderstorms in the area. So I'll take a halftime break, be smart here, and we'll see you guys in a little bit. Second half, about to get underway in about 13 minutes' time. No score in this one between Brazil and Norway in New York. No changes for either side out the halftime break. So we get back underway here. Still scoreless in New Jersey. 0-0 your score. Brazil having a goal. PK opportunity. Saved. And Norway having a goal taken off for offside. This half, Norway going left to right. Brazil right to left. So Norway going left to right. Brazil right to left this half. Probably they did not show it on screen, but it will be a double sub for Norway. My apologies here. They did not show it on screen for whatever reason, but there is a double sub for Norway. Serlot out. Will be Bob entering the pitch. And Nusa, very good shift in the first half, but probably just too exhausted to go. Sheldrip will come on. So apologies about that. They did not show that on screen, but Nusa and Serlot off. Sheldrip and Bob on. 3 subs remaining. No changes for Brazil out the halftime break. You have 4 goals, we need 7. We could do it. We could do it. Brazil, left side, Vinny. Vinny back to the midfield circle it goes. Casemiro. Then Holland was either. Yeah, Holland's really good, though. On the left side, Vinny. Will I mess up the commute? No, will not be. No, will not anymore. Nope. Yeah, the Mets, I swear to God, if the Mets actually blow this. Switch to play the right side, edge of the box on the right side. Chance here for a cross in for Brazil. The cross in, cleared. Saves it Brazil, though they want to throw in the attacking third. High on to take. Get off to Martinelli. And Martinelli will throw it too high on. Work it back here for Magalhães. Yeah, last game on a weekday was last week. Yep. Now everything is on the weekend. On the right side here. I imagine how you question out because, oh yeah, I mean, nothing's off target. Nothing's off range at this point. Nothing is safe at this point. The ball here high on. They're going to get the flag up for a handball. Soundbar down with his hand, so we'll be going back to Norway. Nilan gives it off in his own half. It goes for Wolfa. Wolfa. 1-2. For Reyazon. Reyazon down the right side of CrossFit Field. Taken down there. Foul. And Bob, on his first touch of the game, wins a free kick at midfield on the right side. And Alessio Goodell, I mean, he's lashing out everyone. NT, appreciate you a ton with the tour. Just because you rock your World Cup calls. Appreciate you a ton on that. Means a lot to me, man. Thank you so much. You guys have been awesome today. Appreciate you guys a ton. We are at like 75,000 views on this stream. This is insane. Norway out the back here. A CrossFit Field on the right side. Play on their own half now. Reyazon. The Braves let's point the roller coaster. Here's on the left. Yep, that's baseball for you. Wolfa. Nilan. We'll go right side in his own box for Wolfa. Wolfa. He was off right side. Reyazon. Reyazon, he started going to one of these games. Oh, wow. Thoughts on Ballot game suspension revoked. I have no problem with it. I think it never should have been a red in the first place. I think it was a gross judgment of VAR. Overstepping Berg. Top of the box, Berg skies it. The feed from Erdegaard. Berg completely skied over the bar. I think it was a gross misjudgment of VAR in the first place. A gross use of it, but I'm glad it got overturned. I'm glad it got overturned. Adam Silver last shout, he would not do anything. On the right side here, Hagyam, Reyazon, right side for Bob, Erdegaard taking off the ball. Throw in one by Norway. The edge of the box on the right side. You know, Goodell's a mess, yeah. Norway's also his own senior level people play. That is crazy. That is crazy. Norway's never made it to the quarterfinals. Brazil's made it 8 straight times. See what happens here. Reyes on the route to throw. Tries for a 1-2. He's taken down by Martinelli. No call. Martinelli had every right for the ball. I mean, he did make a call. He did make the call. You're the Peace Prize where you can do a lot. But I'm not sure he had anything to do with it, but he did make a call. That's good use of resources. I'm not sure about that, but they'll boot it deep. Norway get it back in midfield. Header won at midfield by Ayer. Ayer plays it to Haaland. Haaland goes back to the midfield circle. With a yellow, he will not play with a yellow, Mar. Nope. He will not play with a yellow. Ayer on the right side in his own half. Ayer. Yeah, you're not wrong there, CNJ. On the right side, Reyes on. Reyes on. Bob, back to Reyes on the right side. Bob rolls the ball back. He'll play it in the attacking third on the right side. Reyes on back to Bob. It's a short triangle. Bob tries for a cut. Can't get around his man. I think Danilo was all over that. And Brazil looked to clear. And they will give it back to Bruno Guimaraes. He'll go back in his own box and they'll work out the back. He do a season best of 5 straight series. Yep. Buddha here to midfield. Martinelli can't win the header. Goes back to Norway. They'll go back in their own half. Reyes on midfield circle. Ayer. Get Norway going left to right the set. Brazil right to left. Erdegaard. Erdegaard plays at left side. Berge. Berge. Give us all midfield on the left. At least started some sort of fight. Yep. That's all I can ask for, Keaton. That's all I can ask for. We're down by that much. Wolfa. We'll go back to Nilan. For the rest of the berry, yep. Time run on base now. Oh my goodness. Erdegaard. Left side. Erdegaard back in the midfield circle. Erdegaard across midfield. Play at midfield circle to Berge. Berge. He'll go on the right side. He'll go for Reyazon. Reyazon. Ball back to midfield for Berge. Switch to play in their own half left side. Now back to midfield on the left. 26 Mets. I mean, my God, they are Metsing like crazy. Well, yesterday was embarrassing, too. That the 3 runs they allowed on the pop-up. Taylor should have called off Lindor. The left side here. Norway, edge of the box. Look for a cross in. The cross top of the box. Look for Haaland. Not a pace on that one. And Bruno clears it easily. Or Marquinhos, I should say. Clears it easily. Brazil throwing here in their own half. 33K away. Yeah, he's getting there today. He's getting there. Does that make this a table? Or did it have to be during the flaming table? Does that have to be during the 30 and 30, or does this count toward that? Norway, midfield, left side. Play it down the left here. Haaland gives off left side, edge of the box, left side. Trying to cut inside. Danilo intercepts. And Brazil working at midfield here. Trying for a long run here. Martinelli. Gives off left side. Vinny. Vinny, his first touch of the half. Down the left side. He got an overlap with Douglas Santos. Will not play the overlap. He gets around Reyazon. Vinny, great run around Reyazon. Cross in. Wins a corner. Wins a corner. Touch last by Ayer. Right feed for his other team is Brazil. Yep. There you go, Benjo. Great run by Vinny. He gets around Bob. Cuts inside on Reyazon. Yeah, that's all fire. Vinny touched it last, but he was out of play already by that point. 5th corner of the match. Cunha to take on the left. Absolutely empty. Yep, these games have been phenomenal. Cunha takes the corner on the left flag. Cunha. Ball into the box. Finds Norway. On the far side. The pitcher, we're going to step on the bag? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Let's go RFK, appreciate it here. Do the Mets, like, practice fundamentals, like, at all? I feel like the Mets don't know how to play baseball. Norway, midfield circle. Play for Iyer. Iyer, midfield circle, goes left side in his own half. Now Reyazon. Reyazon being pressured. He'll get rid of it in midfield for Bob. Bob, back in his own half it goes. Erdegaard. Erdegaard right side. Bob. Overlap on the right for Reyazon if he wants to play the overlap right side. Reyazon. Reyazon, Erdegaard. Yeah, apparently not on that one. Iyer. Midfield circle. That's where you have to settle it back to make it out. Erdegaard. Make a Major League sequel with the Mets. They could, yeah. It's like Angels in the outfield, but it's Devils with the Mets. Erdegaard to the attacking third. It's a good ball to Bob. Bob looks to switch play left side. He will. He gives it off left side. Edge of the box on the left. Cross in, blocked by Hyon. Stays with Sheldrip, though. Sheldrip on the left side. He's double teamed. He will concede a throw-in. Good challenge there. Thoughts on Aaron Boone? I think he's overstayed his welcome. I think he's overstayed his welcome. Yeah, 23K, yeah, he's going to get in the next hour. He's getting in the next hour. He's that close. It's always at the start and the end that he gets, like, the huge dono trains. Norway now throw at the edge of the box on the left side. Yeah, apathy in the bleachers. Yep. There you go. There you go. Throwing left side Norway. They'll play it back to midfield. Erdegaard. Back left side at midfield. Looking for a run in. Not. They'll go back to midfield on the left side. Brazil, yeah, save Neymar. Yeah, he's on the bench. Yep. It's still Neymar is on the bench. McGregor and Max 6 weekend. Yeah, I think Max wins that one. Sheldrip on the left side, edge of the box. Looks for a run. Hyon closes in, as does Danilo. Throwing. Looks like Endrick is going to come on. He's come off the bench pretty much every match so far for Brazil this World Cup. So he has 4th substitute appearance. Anyone but the Dodgers? Yep. Queen Sheep making $1,000 donations. Wow. I do wonder what she does. Cunha comes off. Endrick on. 4 subs remaining for Brazil. Mets survive? Man. The Mets didn't completely Mets themselves. Norway off the throw, left side. Berge. Back midfield circle, Erdegaard. Erdegaard goes back in his own half. Back to Erdegaard. Mets fire Mendoza again. Funnier the second time. Reyazon. Edge of the box, right side for Bob. Back to Reyazon. Bob. Retreat now, right side, Erdegaard. Erdegaard tries a through ball. It's intercepted. Nice time by Casemiro, intercepted that. He'll play a ball down the left side for Vinny. Vinny cuts back inside nicely. Cuts inside on Iyer. It's a great through ball. Flag stays down. Chance here. It is wide. 1-on-1. Endrick. His first touch. A great cut by Vinny. The ball by Vinny. 1-on-1 with the keeper. Nealon came off his line. And it's wide. What a counterattack. But Endrick just can't put it on target. 1-on-1. It was a bit of a heavy first touch. And he chipped it wide. Good line there by Nealon. Forced him to react a bit quickly, but man. Neymar's 34, yep. Yeah, Cohen should fire his starts. It's crazy. He really should. Yeah, I'm with you, Zach. Yeah, but it was good that they overturned it. Yeah, it was very good that they overturned it. It never should have been a run in the first place. Never should have been a run in the first place. That was a gross misuse of VAR. Norway. Dodge a bullet there. Iyer, midfield circle goes left side. Hagyam. 1-2. Berge goes back in his own half. Right, Emmer's got Olympic gold, yep, from Rio in 2016. He was one of the 3 seniors that was allowed to play. And one of the reasons why is because he was injured for 2014, so they won't have him play for that. Nealon boots it deep. Will try to play on Haaland. That one won by Norway. Haaland wins that one, plays at top of the box. On the right side now, Bob. Bob inside the box. Bob tries for a run. Tries to feed out to Berg, and he can't get there in time. Yeah, pretty much, Isaac. Yeah, it was close to the actual New York that it was to the goal. So we're over high. We have. That has to go in. No. Yeah, Edric will tell you too. That was a poor finish. Brazil at midfield. Bruno can't get there in time, but it will be played back to Brazil. Good first touch by Endrick here. Endrick in the attacking third. Endrick, edge of the box left side. I'll try a shot. Takes a deflection. Corner kick. Hagyam got the deflection on that one. Endrick. Does he take Kill Williams' spot? Yes. Yep, that's how that works. Meet the Mets 26. Yeah. I'm surprised he hasn't done it either. Maybe it's when they're mathematically eliminated. Maybe that's going to be when it comes. It's going to haunt the poor guy. Yep. You're not kidding. Corner left side for Norway. There's 6 to the third corner of the match. 6 total. The Yankees are a mess right now. Right, Tree's on vacation for the next week. Yeah. Maybe on the All-Star break. Although the haters guide's coming out during the All-Star break. Corner left side. Bruno to take. To the far post. Punched away by Nilan. Brazil get it back at midfield. Sox face low to Albright. Try to cross on the right side. Falls out the box for Hylon. Hylon shot saved. Hylon shot saved. Nilan with the save with his foot. Endrick Lamar. And Norway trying to get it back. They'll try to start a counterattack. Too much on the pass for Haaland. Goes back to Brazil in their own half. Brazil in their own half here on the left side. In Brazil, 4 subs ring. Norway with 3. On the left side's Vinny. Vinny, heavy run down left. He gets around his man. Trying to cut inside on Bob. And cut inside on Reyes. All feed at top of the box. What a run by Vinny. Feeds it to Casemiro. Casemiro, ball to the right side. Had a redirect to the shot. Save. Bruno with the save. Flag set for offside, though. What a save by Nilan regardless. And the initial ball was offside on the right side. Yeah, I guess we can more without judge. Yep. He was off. Great save by Nilan nonetheless. Stopping Bruno's shot. Well, not accounted, but still a heck of an effort regardless. Boone's got a lifetime contract, it feels like. He's got some sort of blackmail on him. What a game for Nilan so far. Saving a PK, making a few phenomenal saves. I think Arshness is going to come on. Rayozon comes off. 2 subs now for Norway. So Rayozon is done. He's been getting beat a few times by Vinny. Down the flanks. Yeah, if Norway wins this one, they'll be crazy at him. Yep. If they switch nationality, I think both will be better off. Well, that's interesting. I don't think so, but having an aerial threat. On the right side here, Norway. Arshness, his first touch of the game. He'll try to play through ball for Erdegaard. Erdegaard can't get there in time. A bit too much pace on that one. Brazil intercepts back to midfield for Berge. I know he's not helping. I mean, not pinch hitting with Goldie was insane to me. Not pinch hitting with Goldie the other day was insane. I mean, the Yankees fired Billy Martin like 7,000 times. Arshness. Yeah, Ryan's finally out. Yeah. Rayozon's out. Yeah, Hyon's still on. I think Cunha was running out of steam. I think that's what it was. To be fair, Endrick's been lively since coming on. Endrick's been lively. Norway right side. Poor first touch by Arshness. Gets it back, though. Feeds it across midfield. Gets it back from Bob. Arshness. Now switch to play Erdegaard. Midfield circle. It's Berg. Berg switches to play left side. On the left now, Norway. Sheldrip. Back to Hagyam. Berge. Have a friend who, despite not being Brazilian, might as well be spiritually. I'll see how that one, Luma. Cross in for Norway. It's a poor punch out by Allison. Will go behind for a corner. It's a poor punch by Allison. 7th corner of the match. 4th for Norway. Didn't get a lot on that one. The cross by Sheldrip. Becker, not a convincing punch. Just got a finger on that one. Almost fell for Haaland. Corner on the right. Erdegaard to take. On this set piece. Erdegaard. Ball into the 6. Head away by Brazil. Trying to keep it in play is Sheldrip. Sheldrip gets around Bruno. Keeps it in play. Go edge of the box. Left side for Bob. Bob back to Sheldrip on the 1-2. Sheldrip, not a great touch. But trying to get around Bruno. Excuse me, around Marquinhos. Edge of the box, Sheldrip. Slow it down a little bit. Oh, yeah, he's got to be GM of the year. Yeah, the White Sox suit. He's got to be GM of the year. Good throw there on the left side. Cross! Can't get a foot on it. Haaland bit too much on that one. Can't get a foot on it. Tried to slide far post right side. It was a good ball in from Ayer. Just a bit off. Just a little bit off. Haaland that close. Trying to poach in on the right side around Douglas Sanz. Norway looks better at the moment. Yes, they do. Norway can play. The Sixers are contenders with Brown, 100%. They are 100% contenders with Brown. LeBron, although reports are, I don't know what he's going to do, but reports are saying potentially the Cavs at this point. I think Marinelli's going to come off, as is Hyon. Double sub here for Brazil. 22 and 26 off. Neymar is coming on, as is Danilo Santos. But Neymar, his 2nd appearance of the World Cup, off the bench at 34. How does that change the complexion of this match? Will take us to the hydration break. But now Brazil is bringing Neymar on. Devers again, man. LeBron's to the Wolves. That'd be a good move. That'd be a good move for him and the team, obviously. I think it's going to be either the Warriors or the Cavs. Put a poll up who advances, Brazil or Norway. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit the like button, subscribe. It does help us out a ton. We are at the hydration break. But Neymar is coming on. Yeah, France wins the World Cup. Yeah. If France wins the World Cup, Mbappe is the greatest Frenchman of all time. France wins the World Cup, Mbappe is the greatest of all time. He already has 19 goals. And Mangley would deserve a ring, absolutely. The job he's done with the Phils. You know, he's above Zidane. He'd be above Zidane. Belgium current finals odds. Celtics are high, better odds than the Sixers. Wow, I am shocked by that. I disagree with that. And right now at the hydration break. Where does Ron go wrong? There's only Grizzlies. Yeah, LeBron's going to go to Memphis. I'm going to put my life savings on Memphis. He loves Memphis. Clearly by his statements. The Pelicans, yep. Mbappe going to go to soccer? I mean, he's getting there. Mbappe's getting there. I mean, Mbappe's got 19 World Cup goals. He's one off the record already from Messi. He gets a 30. He gets a 30. It's going to be tough to argue. And back on our way here, Brazil. Going right to left. Norway left to right. Shanghai Sharks, yep. Take Memphis off the board? Oh, why? Why? Why take Memphis off the board? He loves Memphis. Doesn't say the hotel there, at least. No. Another reason to go to Memphis. Doesn't say the hotel. Just get a house and not have to deal with that. Here we go. Brazil get it back in their own half. Magalhães. You know, Mbappe's going to get the record. He'll get it for the next World Cup. He is 100% getting the record. He's only one off already. He's got another at least 2 World Cups to do it. Ball to midfield. Danilo Sanz plays it back in his own half. Down the left side. It's Vinny Jr. Vinny. Looking for a 1-2 down the left. Neymar taking off the ball. Wins a throw-in, though. Challenged by Arshness. Throw in here. Neymar gets it at midfield. Mbappe's like 26. Thunder Spurs Knicks. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me for the top odds. Elon comes off his line. He'll get there. Right, by 27, Messi already multiple Champions League wins. You have multiple Ballon d'Or. Yeah, it's crazy that Mbappe doesn't have that. But nowhere down the right side. That's because Real Madrid has done, like, they really did nothing with that attack up top. Like, all these guys on the same team, they did nothing. Here we go now. Norway. Erdegaard switches play down the box. Haaland tries to cut inside. It's blocked. Erdegaard gets it back. Erdegaard looks for a run down the right side. Keeping himself. Erdegaard with the ball roll. Goes down. No call. Magalhães with the challenge. Trying to do a bit too much. I got you there, Sports Talk. Yeah. I can live with Brown win another title. Yeah. LeBron do another one. Yeah. Hagyam. Younger than me. Yep. Younger than me, too. It's crazy. Berge. Signature looks like Fulham's going to hire Real Madrid's manager as their full-time manager, which is going to be interesting. I don't know what to make of that. I honestly don't know what to make of getting Real Madrid's manager. I honestly don't know what to make of it with how bad they were this year, but doesn't have the resources. I don't know what's going to happen there. Hagyam goes left side in his own half. Back to Hagyam in the box. Back to Nealon. No, just to be himself, exactly, CJ, yep. Right, he could get 3 more World Cups. He could absolutely get 3 more World Cups. Norway in their own half. Erdegaard. Overhead kick. For Berg. Free kick 1. Challenged by Bruno. You know, he's an all-time great. Yeah, exactly. If it's taken for the Cavs, it'd be a bit different. Warriors, no. Warriors would be terrible. Yeah, Mbappe's best player hasn't won Ballon d'Or. Yeah, that's going to change. He will win a Ballon d'Or at some point. Norway in their own half. Berge. Go for Erdegaard. Erdegaard midfield circle on the left side. Erdegaard. Berge. Berge midfield on the left side. Berge. Try to get into the attacking half. Taking off the ball. Good challenge there. Danilo Sanz now. Played out the back. It's a poor touch, though, by Douglas Sanz. He will get it off, though, on the left side. They look to go. Endrick to Neymar. Neymar. Down the left side for Vinny. Vinny the attacking third. Vinny looks for a run. Vinny still in these 1-1 spots. Vinny switches to play top of the box. A good switch with space. One time they'll play right side. Bruno down the right side. Shot. Or cross to say blocked. Edge of the box. Casemiro on the right side. Casemiro on the right side. That cross blocked. And Norway will clear it. Guards interest for time of the game. Oh, man. KD sign LeBron. Just screw us all over. Why not? On the right side here for Norway. Bob to the top of the box. Erdegaard. Haaland. Left side. Chance here for space. The shot saved near post. Sheldrip. Saved by Allison. At 2.5. Yeah, I would say so too. Yep. Under 30.k is going to get there. What a save. Sheldrip. It's a great run there. Haaland, Erdegaard, and Sheldrip all on that one. Throw in here for Norway left side. Both keepers playing very well today. Throwing on the left. He'll play this one short. Back to the thrower, now edge of the box, left side, Berge. Again, Norway going left to right, Brazil right to left. Berge, ball down the left shoulder, keeps in play, goes for Haaland. Haaland, now Erdegaard. Erdegaard, left side, 1-2. A lot of bodies on the left side, just looking to break them down wherever they can. Berge. Erdegaard, edge of the box, left side. Up top for Bob. He'll reset at midfield on the left side. Ayer. Ayer plays it left side at midfield. Now they'll go in the attacking third down the left side. Sheldrip, through ball down the left, cross in, blocked, and will stay in play for Brazil. To prevent the corner kick, they'll clear it at midfield. Not a great clearance, trying to find the head of Neymar there. Too much on it. Ayer will get it back, and Norway will get it at midfield on the left side. Remember, hands around, guys, and foul. Depends how you wrap it around. It depends on that. Erdegaard. Yeah, this has been like a fun nothing game, though. Both teams have had chances. This has been like one of the fun, this has been a fun nothing. It's not like Belgium, Egypt, nothing. Belgium, Iran, like nothing like that, or whatever that was at the very end. Not like Paraguay, Australia. Berge, midfield circle. Yeah, Kaminga, that'd be an interesting one for the Pistons. Arshness, back in his own half. They'll go for Ayer. Ayer, midfield circle. Berge. Berge back in midfield circle for Ayer. Ayer, Arshness, left side in his own half. Hagyam. Go back to his keeper here, Nilan. Nilan will boot it deep. Try to play Haaland. This play has worked a few times. That time the header initially won by Brazil. So it's won by Marquinhos. But cleared away for a throw for Norway in the attacking throw on the left side. We'll have another sub for Brazil. Wesley's going to come on. Wesley will come on in just a little bit. We'll see who comes off. So a change at midfield. Yeah, the last special. There you go, NT. On the right side, Norway. Bob wins a throw-in on the right side. Before the throw will be taken, Bruno Guimaraes comes off. You have to wonder, decision to take the penalty. I can see Elon not have Vinny take it. Vinny takes that. Might be 1-0. Could argue hindsight bias, but Vinny probably should have taken that penalty. Alas, it remains scoreless. How's it going, Horizon? Appreciate you being here. Yeah, he seems like PK's. No, this is not one of those matches. They're both going for it. Arshness. We give it off left side. Trying to get a cross in down the left. Cross in. Haaland! In! Haaland! 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 Header bottom right corner! Haaland with the goal! Cross in from the left side! And Haaland stuns Brazil! His 6th of this World Cup! And Norway on the verge of making the quarterfinals for the first time ever and knocking Brazil out before the quarters for the first time since 1990. What a cross from the left side. Haaland gets his head on it. What a ball in. And Brazil, just like last match against Japan, have to find a way to erase a 1-0 second half deficit. What a ball in. Haaland in the 6. Out jumps Magalhaes. The ball from the sub Sheldrip, who's been so lively down the left side today. Shell drip with the cross. Haaland in the 6. Out jumps Magalhaes. And the 6'5" striker with the height advantage was always going to win that one. The only question was, could he put it on target? And he absolutely did. And Norway up 1-0. They had never won a knockout match before this year. On the verge, potentially. There's still time left. We saw Brazil get a stoppage time winner against Japan last match. But on the verge, potentially, of making it to their first quarterfinals ever. As a Man U fan, I never thought I'd be excited over Haaland goal. Yep. The World Cup brings out the weirdness in you. Brazil get it back in their own half. Appreciate the tuning, Jace. You almost won $5 million. He's going to get there tonight. Brazil go out? They could. They very well could. Only in a moment of brilliance. All right, it's going to be from Vinny. Neymar, you wonder if this is his final World Cup game? You know, this is insane. Yeah, I never thought I'd see the day two, MMA. I never thought I'd see the day two. Brazil will switch the play. Brazil, 1 sub remaining. The Fox bug is lying to you. They have 1 sub remaining. You remember what I said? Yep, I remember that one. Yep. Yeah, they'll be thinking about why Bruno took the PK, not Vinny. Vinny on the left side. Vinny tries to run around Arshness. He goes out of play. Corner kick. Upset. It'd be an upset, but not like a big upset. Would not be a big upset. Be a minor upset. Yeah, header, yep. Corner on the left side for Brazil. 8th of the match. 4th one for Brazil. 25K. Oh, he's getting there. He's getting there like in 5 minutes, Matthew. Let's go. Corner on the left. Neymar to take. Neymar. It's not entirely in the York. Have to retake it. He just did it. Let's go. 1.5 million. Love it. Love it, Dakota. Neymar. Cross to the box. Header won by Norway. Behind for another corner. 9th of the match. Fact Summer. It's King Andrew? Of course it is. That was him or Queen Chiefs. 9th corner of the match. 5th one for Brazil. Tom's done it. Let's go. Neymar again. Take 2. Neymar into the box. Headed by Norway. Brazil get edge of the box on the right side. Casemiro. He'll win a throw-in. We got a crosser off the throw. The header. Won by Norway falls for Neymar. Edge of the box left side. Neymar. Neymar looks for a run. He'll cut back left side. Great cross by Neymar. Neymar then taking off the ball. Norway tries to keep it in play, and they do. They prevent the corner. Brazil get it back. Norway in NFL terms. Ooh. Oh, that's a heavy challenge there. Vinny Jr. goes down. No call. Bob plays it left side. Top of the box for Bob. Bob. We'll go top of the box for Berg. Berg gives it off left side. Back up top, Bob. Bob with space. He'll feed it for Erdegaard. Erdegaard waits for a run down the right side. He'll switch to Arshness. 5K Levier. He's going to get it. Who is Norway wins World Cup before Vikings with Super Bowl in their bingo card? Yeah. Hagam gives off left side. 84th minute here. I'll go back to midfield. Berge. Just trying to hold possession here. They've done a great job of that today. Now with a 1-0 lead, Brazil's got to play a high line. Upset the score holds? Yes, but not a big upset. Be a minor upset, but not a big one. You always thought this game would be close. Brazil win the header at midfield and won back by Norway. Second ball, won by Brazil. They'll go back in their own half here. Argentina wins his messy win over Kylian Mbappe. I think so, yes. I would think so. Tough with MLS, but yes, I would think so. If they love an Argentina win, they would. Yeah, they would. Could they be rowing their boat to the quarterfinals? On the left side, Vinny. Vinny Jr. goes for Danilo Sanz. Top of the box, 1-2. Cleared by Norway. And that could be an own goal. What a save! Almost an own goal! Ayer tried to clear it. It went back to Nilan. And Nilan with the save. Back to Brazil. Top of the box, right side. What a chance there. Cross in for Brazil. Headed away by Norway. Back to the top of the box. Second ball won by Brazil. Left side, edge of the box. Vinny Jr. Vinny, top of the box. 1-2. Good ball. Chance here. The cross. No one on the other end of it. A great ball by Casemiro. No one on the end of it on the right side. A great 1-2 down the left. No one on the other end of it. Casemiro. He beat the keeper, but Neymar couldn't get there in time. And then 7-1 happened. Yep. I don't believe this right now. And Nilan almost stopped an own goal. Nilan's down. Almost a decision, yep. Oh my goodness. Nilan's been standing on his head today. He goes down, he'll get back up. Off the post, saved by Nilan. Full extension there. Throwing for Norway on the left side. Again, Norway going left to right. Brazil right to left. Brazil at a stoppage time winner last match against Japan. They'll need that same bit of luck here. Norway off the throw. It's Erdegaard. Erdegaard runs on the left side. Goes for Berg. Berg plays it left side in his own half. Feet across. 1-2. Haaland. Good 1-2. Down the left side. Norway with space. Good first touch. Heavy first touch. Gets in the attacking third. On the left side for Norway. Erdegaard. Erdegaard switches to play right side. Arshness. Arshness goes right side for Bob. Bob back up top. Erdegaard. Berge right side. Bob looking for a run. Bob right side edge of the box. 1-2. Back heel flick. Erdegaard gets it back. Erdegaard. Erdegaard takes it right side. Cross block corner. Number 10 of the match. Corner kick. Erdegaard wins the corner. The Norway fans on their feet. Corner on the right for Erdegaard. Hey, maybe they need real Vikings. Maybe they do. 5th of the match for Norway. 10th in total. They can get this set piece. This one's surely over the play. It's short. Bob. Erdegaard. He'll play it back edge of the box right side for Arshness. They'll just retreat back to midfield. Ayer. Just don't want to get caught up on the counterattack. They just don't want to get caught on the counterattack. They go back to midfield. Herhagyam. They'll go back to the keeper here. Nilan. They weren't trying to score on that one. Just trying to go back. The college football version of Red Zone promises the rights. The rights are just too many networks, too many rights you got to negotiate with. Long ball by Nilan trying to play on Haaland. It's won by Brazil. Goes right back to Allison. One more. Yep, one more. Neymar. Left side. Neymar, Vinny, 1-2, back to midfield. It's won by Danilo Sanz. Left side it goes Neymar. Neymar. Play it left side. Good ball for Vinny. Vinny, edge of the box, left side. He'll get a run. Cross. Deflected. No deflection. Goal kick. Vinny thought it was deflected off a knee. It was not. Legacy team at this point? Yeah. Vinny thought he won a corner. He did not. Goal kick here for Norway in the 89th minute. You figure about 7 minutes of added time. Long ball down the left side off the goal kick. They'll play at top of the box here for Haaland. Haaland, shot! Haaland! But no celebrations. Wait, he's not celebrating. Was that a goal? Is that good? That's a goal! That's good! Wait a second, he wasn't celebrating! Haaland with the goal! Are you serious? He wasn't celebrating. I thought they waved it off. Haaland with the brace. His 7th of the tournament. Surely that's the one. Surely that's the one. That will send Norway to the quarters for the first time ever. Rowing the boat to the final 8. Sheldrip on the assist. Haaland top of the box. He just decided to let it fly. Why not? Bottom right corner. Allison might have been sleeping on that one. Was late to react, but off the post and in. And Norway up by 2. Against the run of play. Right off a goal kick. And Norway surely advancing. Be the first time since 1990 that Brazil has not made the quarterfinals of a World Cup. Ravens fan clutch for third, Jules. Yeah, Haaland's clutch. Appreciate you a ton on that one. What a goal for Haaland. And Brazil, their World Cup comes to a premature end. Oh, your team's disappointed. Yep. This will be a great golden boot race. Ball on the left side for Brazil. It's won by Ayer. Ayer back in his box. He'll boot it to midfield. Haaland gets there. Haaland. And Brazil had made it to the quarters every World Cup since 1994. The streak started with the World Cup in the United States. It will end with the World Cup in the United States. Oh, fact, Rob. 100% fact. 100,000% fact. Haaland is so good. Brazil on the right side. They got to find a way to get 2 somehow. Cleared away by Berge. Brazil get it back right side. Edge of the box. You could play for England, say Norway. He made the right call. Yeah, I think he made the right call. He's a hero over there. Vinny. Top of the box it goes. 1-2. Cross is blocked. Norway gets rid of it. Haaland. Then taken all the way by Danilo Sanz. You wonder if this is Neymar's last World Cup game. Yes, so long ago the Soviet Union was still around. Crazy to think about. Norway down the left side. Norway. They'll pull it back with Berg at midfield on the left. Played in their own half. Mbappe, Messi, and Haaland each on 7. What a golden boot race. Messi has a game in hand. Hagyam. Kick it out of play, Brazil. Yet at midfield on the right side. Brazil comes join us. Germany that one. Yep. On the right side, Brazil. Down the flanks. Go back edge on the right side. Up top it goes. Neymar. Neymar. He'll switch the play right side. Edge of the box right side. Cross in. No one there. Norway looks to clear and they will. They'll boot it down the pitch. Goes back to the keeper, Allison. Allison in midfield. Sub for Norway in a little bit. Estegard going to come on in just a little bit. Neymar tries to play a through ball. It's intercepted and cleared. Yeah, the last 16, yeah. I like round of 16 better. Brazil attacking third right side. They'll go Neymar at 30 yards away, centralized position. Edge of the box left side. Douglas Sanz. Vinny up top. Neymar. Neymar looks for space. He'll play right side edge of the box. Shot blocked. Saves with Brazil. Top of the box now. Danilo Sanz. Heavy first touch. And a goal kick won. Last touch by Danilo Sanz. Just imagine if the PK was taken by Vinny, how different this match would be. You have the Fox World Cup promo prediction has gone. Yep. Who would have thought Brazil would be the first one out, not U.S.? 3 minutes of added time remaining. The Niners are better team than the Seahawks. Yep. Analytically. Yeah, Jesse Marsh. Yeah, he just makes kind of look bad. And Estegard coming on. Some final reinforcements for Norway. Bringing on a defender. Of one sub remaining. Wolfa coming off. Norway right side edge of the box. They'll play it top 1-2. Back to Erdegaard on the right side. Erdegaard try to dance around Neymar here. Take it into the corner. And I'll play it right side. It will go for Arshness. Erdegaard. Erdegaard back in on the right side. It goes for Berg. Berg goes right side. Cross in. Cleared by Brazil. Second ball won by Vinny. And back to Norway, top of the box. On the right side, Bob. Play right side. Erdegaard will win a foul. Wins a free kick, edge of the box, right side. Or technically not past Brazil yet. Yep. They lost their status. They're in that second tier. Taken down there by Neymar. And Neymar will get a yellow. Free kick for Norway, right side. Egypt's a better chance to win the World Cup than Brazil's coming back. Yep, pretty much. It hasn't been surprising to see Brazil lose. This early is a bit surprising, but Norway's a good team. Free kick, they'll play it short. Berge. Erdegaard taking off the ball, thrown for Brazil. And some scuffle breaking out between the two sides. You never thought I'd be excited about the 2-year-old tide, yep. Brazil's 8th team S tier, yep. You're not wrong there, Connor. Yep, the replacements. I did not expect a replacements reference. That's good. I was not expecting a replacements reference. Brazil throwing after the scuffle. So another second away. Yep, got a brouhaha. Throw in here. We played 7 minutes. There was a goal and a scuffle. It might play another minute. Deep ball into the attacking third. Header won by Norway. Back in midfield. Free kick for Brazil. This is where they should get involved. Yep. Free kick in for Brazil. Played into the box. Header won by Erdegaard. They're going to get a foul on Norway. Contact with the head. So we're not done yet. Yeah, that's a foul. Flying elbow to the face. Casemiro went down. Flying elbow to the face. They got me in cross-country ski. Yeah. That could be a penalty. Was a flying elbow to the face. So Brazil's going to get a PK here. On that aerial. So Brazil will have a chance to get one back. Their second PK of the match. Bruno will not take it. He's on the bench. Elbow in the box. It's the right call. Erdegaard right off the bench. Flying elbow to the face on Casemiro. Brazil, yeah, absolutely going to sack their manager. You would think Neymar is going to take. It will be Neymar. Neymar to take. And we're past the 97th minute. Neymar to take. Neymar, 8 career World Cup goals scored. So not scored at this tournament. Trying to score in 4 straight World Cups here from the spot. Neymar, bottom right corner, buries it. Neymar, his 9th career World Cup goal, his first for the tournament. 4 straight World Cups for him. That he scored a goal. Tucked it perfectly, bottom right corner. Milan kept one PK out, can't keep that one. On the 100th minute, Brazil and Italy are pretty much identical categories. Just one's a little bit better. So 2 stoppage time goals in this match. Does Brazil have time for one more? It's the 100th minute. We played 97. We played 100. There should be 97. There were stoppages, though, for a foul and everything. Will Brazil have time? You know, Neymar's got his goal, yep. Does Brazil have any time left? You want to go back to their keeper. They want full-time whistle. Not going to get it yet. Nilan. They'll redo the kick. Yellow for taunt? Nah, they're not going to get that. It wasn't taunting. That was more, he wants to get the ball back, go quickly. Redo the kick. Nilan boots it deep. No full-time whistle yet. They'll give Brazil another attack. Neymar. Long through ball. Headed by Norway. Back to Brazil. Left side. Cross in. Saved by Nilan. The cross from Casemiro. Saved by Nilan. Surely that should do it. Not yet. Nilan boots it deep. Haaland trying to get there. It's won by Marquinhos. Marquinhos. And that is full time. The ref blows the whistle, and Norway, for the first time ever, is in the quarterfinals of the World Cup. A stunner. Brazil is out for the first time since 1990. The quarterfinals will be held without Brazil. The streak for Brazil started in the United States. It will end in the United States. Haaland with the brace. And Brazil's World Cup ends in disappointment. And Norway is going through to take on the winner of England against Mexico. A dream for Norway. I don't think anyone thought beforehand that Norway would go to the quarters. But here we are. And Norway will have a date in Miami against the winner of Mexico-England. And what could potentially be history if Mexico wins. Someone's going to get to the semis for the first time. How's Mr. Norway at the lever? Yep. Neymar retires for next World Cup? Yes, 100%. 100%. Yeah, he's injury prone. Yanaka Brackets have been busted. Yep, a lot of them have. I'd say no, it's not rigged. Yep. Well, they try their best to keep the stoppage time going as long as possible. Norway, a 2-1 win. Haaland with the brace. Nilan played very well. Could get no English, of course we might. Of the 3 quarterfinal teams so far, one to be expected with France. One, maybe a bit of a surprise based on the path they took, but still worthy. And the other one, worthy, but a shocker. Norway had not qualified for the World Cup in years. They didn't even qualify for Euros. 2024, they did not qualify for Euros, despite the expanded field. And a team that had never won a knockout match in any big competition. Never at the Euros, never at the knockouts of the Euros. Never won a knockout match in the World Cup. Team that won just 2 World Cup games ever before this year has now won 4. They rested their starters against France. They wanted the rest. The decision has paid off. They beat the Ivory Coast 2-1. They beat Brazil by that same scoreline. And heartbreak for Brazil. Had 90th minute magic against Japan last game. No 90th minute magic here. It's so close. I thought we had it for a second. Yeah, don't go by Vinny and take the first PK. I have no clue. What a match. What a result. We have enough time. I'll do OT. Why not? We'll do overtime. We'll do OT. I have to sign off in an hour, but we'll do OT. Why not? We will do overtime. We'll do a mini OT. Why the heck not? Only got 2 games today. We got a gap in between. It didn't go extra time. Let's do overtime. Name retire after this game? I think internationally, yes, he does. We will do OT. Yeah, weather, yeah, it's looking like lightning's going to hit. So we will get lightning. Yes, I have a Grossi too, yep. You know, Mexico will be a banger. Yes, it would be. I mean, Norway, anyone will be a banger. I mean, Norway's a fun team to watch. I mean, Holland's so much fun. We will do OT. We will do OT later tonight as well because we're doing pizza, but we will do OT right now. Why the heck not? Because we have 90,000 views this stream. So I figured, why the heck not? Let's do some overtime. Yeah, line in Mexico City, yep. Because I figured potentially a match getting delayed, we'll do OT. Why the heck not? Why not right now? We get a lot of subs during that stream, too. We're now 20 off 76.4. We gained about 80 during that stream, which is nice. Mine with a tour. Appreciate you, man. It's going all right, Charlie. Going all right. Crazy World Cup so far. Can't complain. And then we got Connor with a 5er. Tottenham Raleigh used Fleemclo to replace Jerry Jones' Cowboy GMO. I love it. I love it. A replacements reference. It's our first replacements prompt. I like it. Mariners 3-0. Yeah, Brewers 3-1. Yeah. I'm not sure why Torrey left Eduardo in for the 7th because he was already close to 100 pitches. But he played well. The offense get go with runners in scoring position. We suck. What's our runners in scoring position? People have meltdowns on everything, Toasted. I don't get it. People have meltdowns on everything. They're gonna have meltdowns on what she ate. Like it's insane. Sir Tam with a 9. Appreciate you, man. Donating 9 of Haaland. I appreciate you a ton on that one. In honor of the greatest player in Norwegian history. Favorite color? I like teal. I'll go teal. Let's do these 2 songs. Okay, so it takes again to the queue. 90,000 total views this stream officially. You know, both very talented, yep. The screams on this are kind of weird. There'll be like more screams. Let's go Sertan, yep. Yellow's good color. Oh, they dislike Taylor Swift? Anyone at the top people dislike. If you're at the top, they're going to dislike you. Everyone at the top is going to have haters. United's on Jersey 9, I love it. Why Mexico, England, scheduling was not become reality? Both federations fought against it. Allie, man, for a month. What a game. You're not kidding on that one, Allie. What a game. Holy cow. Bring up Teddy Prendergrass, yep. Yeah, she's changed a lot since then. Her music has definitely changed a lot since then. But it's relatable, at least. But she's definitely evolved since then. Who next to win the Stanley Cup? Panthers. They're well rested now. I think they were just injured to hell and back last year. Made some good moves in the offseason. I think Panthers win the Cup. I think Panthers, Canes in the conference final, and I'm going Florida. And well, hell, not of course. They're gonna hate on everything she does. Hate on every time she breathes. Better show. Ooh, replacements. I go replacements on that one. Yeah, Florida should make the playoffs. Yeah, conference finals. I mean, it's always tough picking a team that didn't win it or didn't make the playoffs to make it and win it all, but I'm going with them. That was an abrupt ending. We're doing it too? Yep. Figured why not, because I don't know how long Mexico, England's going to take. Car brands? I'm a Jeep guy. I'm a Jeep. All right, here we go. Sharks like final the West next season? I'm still not sold on the Sharks. I got to see it from them first. Make the playoffs. Best chance of worst to first. Division? Vivo return records is a bad look. I don't think it's a bad look. I don't think it's a bad look. Appreciate it, Toasted. Send you a clip? Alright, we'll do it. I don't think it's a bad look. It's one of those where it never should have been right in the first place. They've done it before. They did it with Ronaldo. They've done it many times before. VAR should not have been used in that spot. It was not a clear and obvious foul. It was a misuse of VAR. And what if it went to, yeah, the Mets almost metted like crazy. That was nuts. The Mets did a thing. I can't believe they didn't lose that game. Not stepping on the bag, that was crazy. Astros beat the Rays 2-0. Yep. What NHL is best for me? I don't have a favorite team. I don't have a favorite team. I think both, Toasted. I think both. Worst team is the Canucks. Best, I mean, I really think right now the Canes. But best chance worst to first division, Lions. Lions the best chance at worst to first. Definitely Lions. Yeah, definitely Lions. I think definitely both. He not scored. No, we're doing no team next one. We're gonna do double. I figured we got a gap in between the matches. The next one starts at 8, and I figure I'm not even sure it's gonna start on time. So I figured, why the heck not? Just get a mini OT in beforehand. Football? Best team right now is the Rams. Never call. No, she does not. No. Buchanan, she endorsed loss, so no. No. Games for the World Series? I don't think they're going to. It's not a hot take. I don't think it's a hot take, but I don't think they're going to do it. What about Iceland? Yeah, they all declined at the same time. They were a flash in the pan. Like the collapse of this one. Oh, here we go, Matthew. Yep. I don't think it's like too absurd. I mean, the Yankees are going to make the playoffs. You never know what happens at that point. Look, the D-backs were terrible second half of 2023. They were playing like 20 games below 500 at one point. Thoughts on that? I mean, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Just a simple phone call. He's close with Gianni. Again, that was a misuse of VAR. I have no problem with it. No problem with it. Appreciate you, Chopper. Appreciate you on that one. Did I make the World Series bonus rating? I'm going to say 7 at this point. Appreciate you on CNJ. From The Simpsons, well, I like them all. I mean, Lionel Hudson's the best. Lionel Hudson's incredible. Lionel Hudson's just incredible. All right, don't endorse. Okay. What am I about to watch? Okay. All right, here we go. Big surprise World Cup? No. No, Norway's a good team. It's an upset, but not a huge upset. It's not the biggest surprise of the World Cup. Okay. Okay. Okay, so far peaceful protest. Okay. They save themselves, yes. So who's saying the Yankees can? And they went 7-25, and they won the World Series. Yes, 7-25. Yeah, so yeah, like 18 games below 500 stretch. Yeah, 18 games below 500 stretch. Tires from the World Series percentage chance 60. Best striker of all the teams? Ooh, I would go Mbappe. I would go France. I mean, some of this is peaceful. They went 7-25. Yeah, they sucked. They absolutely sucked. And they won the World Series. Teams go on rough stretches. So Yankees, it's not a crazy take. Okay, now that's racist, yeah. Yeah, that's racist. Yeah, everyone sucks on this one, Toasted. I feel like in most of the vids you send, everyone sucks. Everyone sucks. Yeah, Yankees still have the second half of the season. And remember the trade deadline. They got the trade deadline. Right, they're lucky to be in weekend L. Yep. They also, the bullpen got hot at the right time. The bullpen just out of nowhere became the best in baseball. Yeah, Kane's up there as well. Yeah, Harry Kane is phenomenal. I mean, right now, Kane, Mbappe, and Haaland are the three best strikers left in the World Cup. Man. Nats won 1931 as well. Yep. And look, the Nats, if they get a bullpen, yeah, everyone sucks in this one, Toasted. Then attacking a car, yep, that's illegal. Everyone sucks in simple plan, yep. Most forgettable in the last second, easily. D-backs Rangers was a complete blip in the pan. No one knew. No one expected it. Win only 5 games. Yeah, easily the most forgettable. Yeah, Soundtrack looks really good, Beast Tug. Soundtrack looks really good. I'm not sure they're gonna win the World Series, but it's not a crazy take. It's not a crazy take. They're gonna win it. NT Immaculate Grid under 10%. Let's try it. Let's try it. 766. Under 10%. Appreciate you, NT, on that. Let's go on this mini OT. All right. Let's try this. Right, Panthers all back to back. Yes, they did. I feel if it's Feds. I'm not sure. They are security. I'm not sure like what level of security. Okay, 766. Sox versus Cards, all right. Yeah, Braves for Cinderella run. Yep. The soundtrack looks good, Toasted. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna get the game, but the soundtrack looks good. All right. Ooh, under 10%. Okay. Let's figure this out. What? They should be thankful for LeBron. Yeah, he got him a title. Played 8 years here. Played his butt off. Won him a title. They should be thankful. Okay, let's see. Hall of Fame. Okay. Again, I can knock this out pretty easily, but I want to think like okay. Earl Morrall gets you. Lions, Steelers. So too well known. I don't know if Earl Morrall's going to be too well known. Because Lions, Steelers, I mean, he's most known for his time with obviously with the Colts and the Dolphins and even the Giants. Lions, Steelers. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for Earl Morrall. I know it's right. 0.9%. Okay, I'll take that. I don't know if it's going to be too big. I don't know if it was going to be too big or not, but we're good. We're good. Closest to you, I think it's Utah? Or Vegas? I'm not sure. It used to be the Yotes, obviously. Yeah, so there was a beast in that one. Okay, Lions. Hall of Fame. Obviously, there's so many guys. Creekmur, I feel like, would be very, very obscure. Creekmur would be obscure. Yeah, 0.09. Let's go. Lou Creekmur. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's going to help. Lou Creekmur, 0.09%. Or just because Ken doesn't mean shit. Yep. No, I wasn't a Yotes fan. I was not a Yotes fan. Never was a Yotes fan. I said I would have become one if they stayed in Arizona, but I was waiting for them to commit to Arizona beforehand. And they did not. And Gabby runs into a double play because we absolutely suck. Oh, no, he's safe. Okay. Okay, 3-2. Furthest, I would assume... I mean, Arizona, do the math on that. I would assume it's like Boston. Okay, Colts Hall of Fame. mean, Lenny Moore would get you it. Lenny Moore gets you Hall of Fame. Colts Steelers, I gotta go with Jefferson. I gotta go with Roy Jefferson. I gotta go with him. Yeah, 1%, I'll take that. Yes, camp in 3.5 weeks. Yeah, I'll go to all the Cardinals ones. I'm gonna go to all the Cardinals and try to get as many autographs. USHL, yeah, it's a no-brainer. It's a hockey market down here. All right, Broncos, Colts, we know the obvious one. We know the obvious one. So I'm going to go with a... Yeah, Johnny Nice, yeah. Okay. I'm going to go with the lesser one. Obviously, Peyton Manning. But who'd he throw the ball to? You might say Brandon Stokely. I'm going to go with... This might be a poll. Jacob Tammy. 2%, okay. Not bad. Not bad. Figured Jacob Tammy would be pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, Lions and the Broncos. The Broncos had a ton of 1,000-yard rushers, and one of them went to the Lions. I think it was Gary, right? I think it was Alindis Gary, right? Alindis Gary was the one who went to the Lions, if I'm not mistaken. Right? Alindis Gary was the one that went... Yep. USHL's like third tier. Oh, Canadians? Oh, man. Right? Alindis Gary was the Lions one, right? I don't want to commit to that yet, but I think Alindis Gary was the guy. Because he started on the Broncos when TD got hurt. I'm going to hold on that for a moment. Pizza, we're going to have it later tonight. Later tonight. I think Alindis Gary, but I don't want to commit to that just yet. Okay, Steelers. They had to have 10 receiving touchdowns in the season with the Steelers. Hall of Fame. Well, there's not going to be too many. Oh, no. This one doesn't have to be Hall of Fame. Okay. Louis Lips. Rookie of the Year. 1984. 82-0? Yes, I have. Yep, I got 81-1. Okay, I think he had to have done it, right? Louis Lips would have had to have done it. Yep, 1%. Let's go. Right, so, yeah, it's not affiliated with NHL yet. Okay, Louis Lips. There we go. Now 10 plus with the Broncos. Rod Smith, Shannon, obviously Julius Thomas, Bobby Lane, Charlie Batch. Yep. I think that would have been too well known. I think it would have been a bit too well known. Oh, man. Yeah, Louis Lips full. Yep. Okay, 10 in a season, Broncos. They don't want to go for the obvious one. DT had done it. Julius. That's going to be too obvious. Julius Thomas is going to be too obvious. Brandon Marshall do it? Lions playing safe Detroit. Did Brandon Marshall ever get to 10? He had to have, right? He had to have gotten to 8. Lewis is ball knowledge, yep. He had to have gotten to 10. The timer 4 for donations. Yeah, I'm leaning Marshall. I think everyone else can be too obvious. Try Brandon Marshall. Got it. 5%. Ooh, okay. So we had to get to under 10. Okay, this is going to be tough. This is going to be tough. Oh, crap. Yeah, we're already at 9.99. Oh, no, not 15. No, it's 10, yeah. Man, this is going to be tough. I was not expecting 5% for Marshall. I thought it was going to be a lot of like DT and Hall of Famers. I was not expecting that. Okay. Well, 10 in Hall of Fame. Let's go Don Maynard. Jets legend. 0.6. Okay. Yeah, Marshall sold me. Yeah, I want to see if there's a better play on that. Okay, Don Maynard gets you 0.6. Marshall's the only one that's like sucked. Marshall's the only, and like 5%'s not bad. That's the funny part. 5%'s not bad. It's just, oh man, we're trying to go for ultra low rarity. Man, Colts Hall of Fame. Okay, you get Mackey. Does that have to play? I want to see like a Hall of Famer on the Colts who like barely played there. Mackey would not be a bad play, I don't think. I don't think Mackey's a terrible play. I don't think John Mackey's a bad play. I think Art Donovan's better. Art Donovan's better. Art Donovan. 1%. Yep. I think that's a better play. Yeah, I can't believe it either, Trevor. Yep, crazy. Canes for the first home game, I think Panthers. I think they'll play Panthers. Or Capitals. Better show? Ooh, Emperor's New School. Emperor's New School was actually really good. And I'm just going to go Gary on that one. No. Only looking up for spelling reasons. Olandis Gary. Yeah, I was only looking for spelling reasons. I couldn't find it, right? 2%. 2%. So what I get? 15. Yolandis, yep. I got 15, man. What could have been the play for Broncos instead of that? Yeah, DT's the most popular. Sutton, yeah. Decker. Lionel Taylor. Oh, man. I would not have gone Denson. Steve Watson, Anthony Miller. Lionel Taylor, man. I should have done that. Also, record show looked great. It looked good. What about MVP? Yes, it does. Yep. It does. Lionel Taylor, man. Should have done Lionel Taylor. AFL legend. Man. Man. I'll take it, but man. Yeah, Lionel Taylor, man, I should have done that. If I went with Taylor. If I open up about 30, yeah, I got, like 15. Yep, it says 15. If I went Lionel Taylor. Just hypothetically. If I went Lionel Taylor. Yeah, Klecko. Well, Klecko's great, yeah. But there's no... I don't know where Klecko would fit on that. Klecko doesn't fit any of the categories. Yeah, Hounds lose. I know that Mbappe and Messi are playing out of their minds right now. If I went with Taylor, would that have made a difference? Would I still been... 0.5%, yeah, I would have had 10. Man. Man, that's what killed me. Tammy at 2% was higher than I thought it'd be. All good, Charlie. Appreciate you, man. Tammy was a bit higher than I thought. I would have thought Tammy would have been a pretty good play. Herman. Oh, Mark Herman, yeah. I forgot Phil Winston played for the Colts for a little bit. I forgot that. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. You know, I'm okay with how I played that one. I'm okay with how I played. Marshall was really the only, and that was 5%. That wasn't even terrible. Man. Oh, man. I can't believe we couldn't go under on that one. I can't believe we couldn't go under on that. It's all good, though. We're in a lot of great options. All right. Let me try this again. Clock says 5 smoking at this point. Yeah, that was shockingly high. I would have thought Sutton, DT, Decker, Julius Thomas, all of those would have been Rod Smith, Shannon Sharp. They would have been very high. So I thought Marshall was going to slip people's minds, but apparently not. Appreciate you, NT. Yeah, that was a fun one. I always love doing Immaculate Grids. $2 for Immaculate Grid. That, even when the clock hits 0, $2 will always get Immaculate Grid, even when it hits 0. That'll always be 2, regardless of the clock. All right, let's do Connor's prompt. First time we got a replacements prompt. Oh, this is like mid-2000s Disney Channel. Still remember the theme song. It's a good theme song. So, it's right around the time they're doing American Dragon, Buzz and Maggie, like weird animations. It wasn't like the cleanest animation, but here we go. The Daring Family Living Room. Knowledge is breast. Appreciate you a ton on that one, T. Appreciate you a ton. Yeah, I'm always like, because I can breeze through them in like I can do a speed run on that. But I want to go, like, I want to see, like, how much I can do. Like, rarity-wise. Because I can do, like, speed run again in, like, 30 seconds, or I can go rarity. I like going rarity. And now, Cowboys owner and GM Jerry Jones addresses the media. I think we're headed in the right direction. Our plan is simple. Keep doing what we've been doing. That's exactly the problem. Didn't I say that last year and the year before? I'm very happy with where we are. Well, I'm not. Neither are most Cowboys fans. Wait a second, Riley. We got Fleemco. Why are we sitting here suffering? You thinking what I'm thinking? Replace the GM. One replacement general manager, please. You've called Fleemco. What sort of replacement are we looking for? Someone who builds championship football teams. Someone who listens to scouts, who understands salary caps. And maybe someone who doesn't try to do every football job personally. Excellent choice. General manager extraordinaire, specialties drafting, trading, roster building, negotiation, and common sense, which Jerry Jones lacks at times. Next up, a limousine arrives. Out comes Max, carrying a draft strategy binder, a free agency binder. Morning, everyone. Let's begin by reviewing the roster objectively. No way. Analysts cheer as he creates draft boards and answers phone calls from their teams and actually talks normally. Meanwhile, time while they're watching TV. The Cowboys have become one of the league's most organized franchises. Even Stephen A. is praising them. Nobody knows what changes. Mission accomplished. Then, Max becomes a bit too efficient. Every decision, spreadsheets. Every interview is 4 hours. Every meeting is 17 charts. Players receive 85-page handbooks. Wait, there's homework? Only 6 chapters. Everyone gets a performance review. Coffee breaks needs scheduling. It's almost too organized. We're just meetings on top of meetings. Now, maybe we accidentally order Corporate Guy Deluxe. You know, we wanted better football, not mandatory pie charts. Nothing don't, just meetings on top of meetings on top of meetings. They find Max color coding paper clips. Yeah, you got a little overboard. Do we really need to color code the paper clips? Efficiency is happiness. No, efficiency is efficiency. Happiness is, I don't know, winning football games. Agent K appears. Every replacement eventually becomes a little too perfect. That's why they're temporary. That's fair enough. Tower replaces the recall button. Good luck. Remember to recycle. Jerry returns. He walks into his office. Everything is organized. Well, this is different. Maybe we should keep some of these ideas. Employees nod. Todd watches another press conference. We've been listening to more people around the organization. Well, that's a start. Baby steps. He'll take it. Some nice happy ground. Nice middle happy ground. Still a work in progress. As Jerry then remodels the office entirely. But baby steps, or listen to people at least. There we go. There we go. White Sox alone atop the Central. I never thought I'd see the day. The magic of the Pope. All right. Last call for anything. Others are going to sign off here. Last call. Audio, video, chat, we spoke was Immaculate Career, What If Sports. Last call. All right, game plan. England, Mexico scheduled to start 8 o'clock Eastern time. Whether it does... Yeah, I don't think it's going to. Hang on. Before we sign up, breaking news from Sky Sports, so trusted source. England and Mexico are not at the stadium right now. England and Mexico... Wait, have they arrived? Wait. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Hang on. Hang on, this might be old news. Might be old news. I'm not sure. I am not sure whether they are there or not. England's coming to the stadium. Mexico, I'm not sure they are. But we will see what happens. Lightning protocols have been activated. The gates are still not open. Why is it delayed? It might be due to lightning. They're expecting lightning. So the gates are not open yet for the stadium. England's arriving there. Mexico, I'm not sure they have. So we might not play the game on time. We will see. We'll be on whenever it is. So whenever the game is on, we will be there. Whether it's 8 o'clock or later on, I'm not sure, but we'll be live whenever it takes place. I'm going to redirect you to that stream. Appreciate you guys a ton for being here. JG9 signing off. Norway in the quarters for the first time ever. They win it 2